And now for the last 16 years, it's been the massive trend. Nobody is concentrating on developing symmetry of proportion, shape, and definition anymore.
If you take a bunch of guys, like 20 guys that weigh 190 pounds, 200 pounds of beautiful symmetry, you're going to get this. Because people want to see the big guy. They want to get excited to see the huge muscles like a cartoon.
Just as the physiques of the body have changed, so has the science of lifting weights. Early on, weightlifters and fitness enthusiasts utilized free weights, commonly called barbells and dumbbells. Machines were developed to replicate weightlifting exercises. They enable people to lift weight with more control and safety. A machine can isolate an individual muscle more completely through a full range of motion. With a free weight, there is room for error because of imperfect form, which can lead to injury.
I got a lot of machines because I went through shoulder surgery, which was right after my last Mr. Olympia contest. I couldn't do certain exercises. And so with the machines, I can do them. See, actually, even this lightweight is feeling pretty good.
Over time, as technology became more sophisticated, the design of the machines became more muscle-specific. Today, there is no one standard as to what works better to build muscularity, which is why bodybuilders use machines in combination with free weights.
Bodybuilding has an interesting history. Start of bodybuilding began in the 1890s with Eugene Sandow, who, by the way, is the model for the Mr. Olympia trophy.
He was one of the forerunners of developing the perfect body. He was more an all-around acrobat, strongman, and performing feats of strength.
Next was Steve Reeves in the 50s. And Reeves, in my opinion, was the most proportionate, good-looking bodybuilder of all time. He really had it all.
I used to read comic books, like the Incredible Hulk comic books. And then one day I discovered a muscle magazine, Muscle Power, and Dave Draper was on the cover. And I realized that bodybuilders did exist. So then I took it home and I learned about, you know, Mr. America, Mr. Universe, and then I got bitten by the iron bug.
I started working out when I was 13. The old Charles Atlas thing, I wanted to get muscles. I was skinny, young, I wanted to attract some girls, and I started lifting weights.
When I was a kid, I saw the Hercules movie with Steve Reeves. But when I saw that film when I was about 10 years old, I wanted to come home and lift weights. I wanted to look like Steve Reeves.
We all need heroes. That's why I'm trying to build heroes, and Arnold, I knew, could be one of them. My relationship with Arnold and him with me is the complete story of my life work. I saw pictures of him in Europe. He was strong looking and he was big and bulky. And we were running the Mr. Universe contest in Florida, and I invited him to come. And actually he came and participated in the event. He took second next to Frank Zane. And when I saw him on stage and met him, I knew that the man had an iron will, iron determination, wanted to learn badly, and I knew he loved the sport.
1968 for the Mr. Universe, when I beat Arnold, I guess that was when I made my mark in bodybuilding. And Arnold, he had just come to America. He was still very young. I think he was only about 21 years old. Couldn't speak much English and was what we call in bodybuilding smooth. He didn't have much definition.
I think I was with him for a week after the show. I showed him how to pose, and how to control his muscles, and so forth, and he really greatly improved, because he had a lot of muscularity, but he didn't know how to show it. I said, Arnold, would you want to go to California? If I can send you to the old original Gold Gym, where a lot of our champions were training, you would be among them all, and you would be able to pick up a lot of their training methods and ideas and so forth. And he said yes.
But Joe Weider told me, he says, he thought that Arnold would be the greatest bodybuilder of all time and for a long time.
He dominated the sport for many years. Arnold did lots for bodybuilding.
I'm looking to build a classical looking body such as the bodybuilders back in the golden era of bodybuilding, back in the 70s, back when Arnold ruled, and of course he still does. His presence is always around. Here in the gym, Gold's Venice, touching the same weights that he has touched, sends a bolt of electricity through your body. I pay $535 for this 350 square foot room, 2 blocks away from the beach, 10 minutes away from Gold's Gym Venice. I get so happy to eat my food. This is my second meal of the day. Already had my rice. This is my chicken. I wake up in the morning. I plop down from the skyrise, grab my burner, and I walk on over into the bathroom, plug it in, turn it on, come over here. I boil my eggs. I have 7 eggs, 2 whole eggs, and 5 egg whites. 3, 6, and 7. Fill up water, put it on the hot burner, and when I hear it boiling and I'm in the shower, I will reach out and turn it off.